What trade has the best multi-tool? And that is how I started the video out, thinking that, hey, let's do this big old comparison, and quickly dove into this, realizing every trade has kind of packed their own multi-tool with features that they use. And so really comparing different trades it's not going to be a comparison. Add the features from these tools and you can, well, pretty much throw out the other 50. Except don't do that. So instead, I figure I might as well tell you about these 5 tools and which ones I would definitely pick up first over the others. The first two tools I would suggest picking up for the average DIYer would be the painter's knife and some electrical wire strippers. And you know what? It honestly doesn't matter which brand, because you'll see that even though some of them pack in a whole bunch of other tools or features, the basic functions that it comes with, like for example, just on this one that has just 2 or 3, your scraper, your putty knife, your roller cleaner, or your gouger. Those are the main ones. And so regardless if you pick up a nicer, 15-in-1 tool with the included hammer, no one's gonna use, maybe to put the lids back on, I don't know, you might. Or whether you just pick up the basic, you're getting the main functions that it is used for. Warning! Wear safety goggles. Okay, Craftsman and Klein. Or, hey, do not use on live circuits. I think Milwaukee's got the better warning. I did buy, another pair, even though my Craftsman set is just fine and dandy. I've had this pair ever since high school. Now, I didn't really do that much electrical work in high school until I added my sweet 12-inch subwoofers in my Ford Escort. Yes, I kid you not.
Oh, dude, sweet!
The one thing I really like about the Milwaukee's is the extra long cutters compared to just your typical wire strippers. If you know my channel, you might have thought that I would have put the welding pliers down as number 1. And in my last video, I do say, if you are getting into or doing any welding, they are the number 1 pick. For the average DIYer, it's debatable. And if you want to see the fine details for the welding pliers, go check out my last video. If you're on a roll and want to keep adding more things, well, next up I would say is probably the plumber multi-tool. These aren't pliers, and that's because they've got some pipe cutters right here. Now, the one I would say probably drawback to these guys, well, there's a couple drawbacks. First of all, it's an okay tool. They claim it can cut PVC, and it actually takes quite a bit of effort to cut that. But where it does shine is in tubing and PEX. These things are great and awesome for that side of things. Now this guy does have a whole bunch of other tools. I'm not going to go over the screwdriver or knife. The two that I would say set it apart for designated plumbing would be your deburring tool and a reamer. And they both work great. Well, actually, scratch that. Don't forget about the sweet, good old flashlight, which, I don't know, we'll see how long that battery lasts. Now onto the animal in the room. These guys are fencing pliers, and they do awesome. They definitely are a multi-tool for fencing. And I have finished off my entire yard, and drawback is these don't really help out or aren't that great for vinyl type fencing, but taking down my old wooden fence with all the nails and staples and all that kind of stuff, these guys really are awesome for that. You got the hammer, you got the claw to be able to remove staples, you got some wire snips, crimper, puller, everything. It's a great multi-tool. And yes, it's last on the list because, I don't know, there are other tools I would say for DIYing that you would want to pick up, or those other projects that you would need these other tools for more than fencing pliers. As an honorable mention, I will totally throw out the Milwaukee Fastback, and I totally agree with my grandpa. Always have a pocket knife in hand, and except when you're going to the airport. Yes, I've already lost 2 of them that way, but hey, these things are sweet, and make sure you get the one with the screwdriver. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.